For years, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have been Hollywood's ultimate power couple, witty, charismatic, and seemingly scandal-free. But lately, troubling signs have emerged. Lawsuits and accusations are stacking up, with insiders revealing a less-than-perfect reality behind their carefully crafted image. Celebrities are stepping forward with jaw-dropping claims of manipulation and secret power plays. While their lighthearted social media exchanges make them appear down-to-earth, some suggest it's all a calculated PR move to hide deeper cracks. From behind-the-scenes conflicts to a major defamation battle, the tide in Hollywood may be shifting. Is their untouchable reputation finally starting to unravel?
What we've heard, there were people who were talking to them. Paul McCartney, strangely enough, was hanging out with them. But there were other people who actually avoided them, is what we heard, that were just didn't want to get into conversation with them.
One of the most damaging hits to Blake and Ryan's reputation came from Jane the Virgin star Justin Baldoni. He filed a jaw-dropping $400 million lawsuit against the couple, accusing them of defamation, extortion, and even career sabotage. The controversy erupted when Blake allegedly accused Baldoni of harassment, triggering an industry-wide fallout against him. But instead of staying silent, Baldoni fought back, insisting the claims were fabricated and accusing Blake and Ryan of leveraging their power to ruin his career. He further alleges they interfered with a major film project he was involved in, causing him massive financial losses. The lawsuit is still unfolding, but if Baldoni's allegations hold up in court, it could shatter the couple's spotless public image. This scandal might be the turning point that changes how Hollywood views them.
When you saw, Ryan, make light of the situation, I guess, try to find some humor in all this.
I'm unaware of anybody, frankly, whose wife has been sexually harassed and has made jokes about that type of situation.
While Ryan Reynolds is celebrated for his sharp humor and playful social media presence, whispers of a different side have started surfacing. Jersey Shore stars Dina and Sammy subtly hinted at unpleasant encounters with Ryan, implying he was dismissive and rude. Other lesser-known celebrities have also spoken out, alleging he carries a condescending attitude when the cameras aren't rolling. Some insiders speculate that his likable persona is nothing more than a carefully constructed PR strategy designed to keep fans invested. Unlike other stars who have faced similar backlash, Ryan has never publicly addressed these claims. Could it be that the witty, lovable Ryan Reynolds is just a well-rehearsed illusion? Actress Rebecca Ferguson stunned fans when she recounted a disturbing experience with a co-star who verbally attacked her on set. Though she kept their identity a secret, speculation ran wild, with some pointing fingers at Ryan Reynolds. Her revelations surfaced just as questions about Reynolds' off-camera demeanor were gaining traction. Ferguson described the encounter as so intense that it reduced her to tears and nearly drove her to quit the project. While no solid evidence links Ryan to the incident, the mounting whispers about his behavior have fueled curiosity. Is this yet another clue exposing his true nature, or just baseless speculation?
I did a film with an absolute idiot of a co-star. And this human being was being so insecure and angry because this person couldn't get the scenes out. And I think I was so vulnerable and comfortable that I got screamed at. And I would cry walking off set. This person would literally look at me in front of the whole crew and say, "You call yourself an actor, this is what I have to work with. What is this?" And I stood there just breaking. This happens. But because this person was number one on a call sheet, there was no safety net for me. So no one had my back. And I remember the next day I walked on and I said, "You get off my set." It's the first time I've ever spoken. I remember being so scared. And I looked at this person and I said, "You can F off. I'm going to work towards a tennis ball and I never want to see you again." And then I remember the producers came up and said, "You can't do this to number one. We have to let this person be on set." And I said, "But the person can turn around and I can act to the back head."
Wow.
And I did. I was so scared. I feel it.
Ryan's career-defining success came with Deadpool, but not everyone from the original film stuck around for its sequels. Morena Baccarin, who played Deadpool's love interest, was noticeably pushed to the sidelines, with reports suggesting tension between her and Ryan behind the scenes. Another major fallout came from TJ Miller, who claimed Ryan's ego spiraled out of control after Deadpool's success.
But I think after he got super famous from the first Deadpool, then things kind of changed. I think he was like, "See, you guys see." And then I think I don't know. I mean, Would I work with him again? No.
No.
I would not work with him
That
again.
much vitriol.
But I've said that about Michael Bay, and now we're friends, and I would work with him again. But I think Michael Bay is different. And Michael Bay worked on a movie with Ryan Reynolds also. And so he has a very specific opinion
That may mirror
of
your
Ryan
own.
Reynolds. And that was a good part of our last conversation with me and Bay. But I sort of wish him well because he's so good at Deadpool. And I think it's weird that he hates me.
Even director Tim Miller, who helmed the first film, exited the franchise due to creative clashes with Ryan. While he remains a major box office draw, it's becoming evident that many of his colleagues find him difficult to work with. Could his need for control be driving away key professional relationships? Ryan Reynolds and Jake Gyllenhaal were once Hollywood's favorite bromance. The two grew close while filming Life and seemed inseparable, constantly joking around in interviews and on social media. But lately, Jake has noticeably distanced himself from Ryan. Their public interactions have dwindled, and Gyllenhaal has been evasive when asked about their friendship. Some fans suspect that something major must have caused the rift. Hollywood friendships can be fleeting, but Jake's apparent cold shoulder suggests more than just conflicting schedules. Did Ryan do something to push his former friend away? Or was their bond simply a well-crafted PR move that eventually faded? Whatever the reason, the sudden change has left fans wondering what really happened. Ryan Reynolds was married to Scarlett Johansson from 2008 to 2011, and while they kept their relationship largely private, Scarlett has since hinted that it was far from perfect. She described the marriage as volatile and suggested that Ryan was prone to jealousy and insecurity, especially as her career soared with the Avengers. Reports suggest that Ryan struggled with being overshadowed, creating tension between them. Scarlett's comments have led fans to take a second look at Ryan's carefully crafted public image. If jealousy played a role in his marriage, could the same insecurity be affecting his professional relationships in Hollywood? While she never shared all the details, her words were enough to fuel serious speculation. Shortly after his divorce from Scarlett Johansson, Ryan Reynolds quickly moved on with BlakeLively, sparking speculation that their romance may have overlapped with his marriage. The two met while filming Green Lantern, and their undeniable chemistry didn't go unnoticed. While there's no hard evidence of an affair, the suspicious timeline has raised eyebrows for years. Hollywood scandals like this are hardly rare, but if Ryan and Blake's relationship began under questionable circumstances, it might explain why some of their industry peers seem to keep their distance. Did their love story start with betrayal? And if so, how does that fit into their carefully curated image as Hollywood's golden couple? Ryan Reynolds has shared the screen with some of Hollywood's biggest stars, but not everyone has glowing praise for him. Directors like Quentin Tarantino and Chris Columbus have dismissed his work, with Columbus even ridiculing his attempt at making a stoner-themed Home Alone. Meanwhile, Gerard Butler took a jab at Ryan, implying that his films aren't worth watching. While criticism is nothing new in the industry, the number of figures throwing shade at Ryan is hard to ignore. It begs the question, is he difficult to work with, or is Hollywood simply growing tired of his signature comedic style? Whatever the case, the mounting criticism suggests that his once flawless golden boy image may be starting to fade. More and more, Hollywood insiders are coming forward with unflattering stories about Ryan Reynolds. From actors to directors, it seems his once untouchable reputation is starting to show cracks. Whether it's due to his rumored ego, on-set tensions, or controversial career choices, one thing is becoming clear: his golden status in Hollywood may be slipping. Even longtime fans are beginning to notice the shift. Could this mark the downfall of Ryan's dominance in the industry, or will he find a way to reshape the narrative in his favor once again? Either way, the tide is turning, and the once beloved star might soon find himself on the wrong side of Hollywood. Only time will tell how this unfolds. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one.